Hi guys, welcome to the channel. I'm Seagram Pierce if you're new here, and we're talking about the business of photography, in particular your portfolio. You wouldn't arrive to a date with someone lovely and have put no effort into your presentation, would you? No, of course not. We know that first thing a potential customer will look at is your portfolio. This is where you can make or break your first impressions as well, along with your branding and your identity. Your portfolio is that presentation to prospective clients that they can use to judge if you are what they're looking for or not. Now, I know when you start out, you don't have much in terms of a body of work to pull together into a portfolio. But can I be honest with you? You don't need 100 images in a portfolio to convince a client that you can do what they need you to do. You just need to show them what they're looking for. Now, you don't know what your clients are potentially looking for, but you can start telling by how quickly a client will book with you and how convinced they are to work with by your portfolio, whether it's strong enough or not. But let's fast forward a little bit, and you've now got this beautiful range of work and options that you can put and show in your portfolio. It's really hard to decide what to show. I know. You can agonize for ages whether it's the right image or collection of images, and there's a lot of things that actually go into your portfolio selection. One thing you can do is seek out a mentor that will help you with this, like a photographer's rep, and they play a large role in helping you shape your portfolio and your body of work so that it's something that's coherent and flowing. These days though, there's so few times that one actually gets to sit down across from someone and have them look at your portfolio, that actual book, that beautiful presentation that you put time to put together. Everything is online, so you can't really curate a small body of work like you used to, which you're going to show a client. We have to curate it based on our online portfolio. What I'll do is I'll make sure that I use my largest brand names or big scale projects up front for wow factor. So the first thing that person sees is this large brand or large campaign. But then what I'm also going to do is I'm going to start mixing in a lot of my personal work, the work that I love doing. I want to just touch on personal work here while we're talking about portfolios, because it's an important part of your uniqueness as a business and a creative entity. I've always found that people often want to hear and talk about my personal work over the commercial work. And why is that? Well, how do you sound when you start talking about something that you're passionate about? You shift into a different energy, and that energy is contagious. Take this comparison. Here's a picture of a car, and we had a really amazing sunset, and I'm really happy with how it came out. That's not much of a story. Compare it with, you wouldn't believe our luck. We had been hiking through the mountains and felt like we were in another world. And we got to this small village, and you know, these locals hadn't seen foreigners before. And they clambered around me, and these kids were just so excited to see someone new and foreign, and they wanted to know what my camera was. And I managed to get these shots of the excited faces. And you know what? I felt like I was on this National Geographic assignment. It was awesome. It's this wild new culture. That's a story. People love hearing a story behind something. There's this incredible book called Always Sell with a Story, and it so beautifully delves into how we as humans are always attracted to a story. Your personal work in your portfolio come with that story. Remember earlier when I mentioned that people like working with people? This goes hand in hand with that, because if you can sell with a story, you'll be a far more effective salesman for your business than without. And your portfolio really just becomes the opener to being able to sell with a story. So to summarize your portfolio, first impressions matter. Secondly, put your strongest work first. Make that first impression count. Thirdly, you don't know what your client wants, so all you have to entice them is your portfolio. Fourth, do personal work and intertwine it with your other normal work so that it gives you a nice balance of things to talk about. And lastly, sell with a story and use your portfolio as just that opener of engagement. That wraps up this episode. Click here and it'll take you to the next episode for the next topic.